Greetings, family. Greetings, man. Grand rising to, grand rising to my cosmic family, my soul tribe, my consciousness, my collective consciousness, my social complex memory group. However you want to say it, my nagas. You feel what I'm saying? However you want to say it, my nomos, my divine beings, my supreme divine beings. Shout out to y'all, man. So listen, I'm just gonna apologize, right? I just got an apology. And so my apology is, I apologize for not being more professional with how I'm about to deliver this message. However, this message is so important and valuable. And I'm not going to be saying too many I told you so. However, I will be revealing to you guys. A lot has come to light. A lot has come to light, guys. And I really got a lot going on. So it takes so much time for me to like strategically, PowerPoint the video and all that. I don't mind doing that. I usually do that for my website. So YouTube, y'all get the raw, y'all get the raw, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get the raw end, the raw deal, because that's how it is. If you would like more professional, more strategized videos, then you can join my website. And when I say join my website, it's not like I'm asking you to become a member of, I'm just asking you to become a member of my channel. I don't use YouTube because, it's easy, can get hot, all type of things can happen. So I just resort to my website. So if you support the channel, whether if you want to donate, invest, or if you want to even become a part of, collab or anything like that, if the energy and the ancestors approve, then, shout me a message, a chat, or the best way I could be reached is email. That's like, you will get a response from me from email quicker than anywhere else. And so my email is always in the description box. Also, you can go to my website and chat me directly, or you can email me there. As far as me being social, guys, I really am working on getting out of my comfort zone and being more social. I really am working on this thing because I know I got the voice, because I know I am the voice, because I know I am who I am. And so I can't be shut off, like that, because I wasn't born to be shut off like that. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I don't listen, bro. I don't care about fame and being seen. That is not me. Oh, don't mind the light blinking in the background, y'all. That's just my team purifying the space while I do this uh that's just my team overseeing this lecture, because this thing is about to get real. Okay, it's about to truly get real. And I got a few things I want to show y'all. So, first and foremost, it ain't no structure. It's literally not in order. And this is me channeling, y'all. I'm straight up channeling the energy I got. I'm gonna show you exactly what I got. Just this little bit of stuff right here, research that I was doing, but I never even got a chance to start on it because it's taking too long to like research, really take hours and stuff like that. So it just be taking some time. So y'all got to bring it. I got to get this message out before messages start getting piled up. And then I have a bunch of energy that I was supposed to release still within me. And so that ain't the plan. The plan is I'm sharing this shit freely. You can have it and do what you please. So as long as it's for the betterment of humanity and for all involved. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, thank you to subscribers old and new. This video is about to really like, me, how I go, right? So let's just get right into it. I want to thank the team. I want to thank my ancestors. I want to thank Prime Creator, Supreme Love. I just want to thank, everything. I want to thank my angels. I want to thank all ranks, you know what I'm saying? So, it's Lord, Hika, Soul, Ra. Let's get into this thing. All right, so guys, here's a picture that I took probably around 2020, right? This one I had my old. Now, I had some real dreads way like longer, like past my back, but I had cut them when I got out of jail, and this was like my first haircut I had. So this is my first haircut I had, and so I was just, this is like the computer I use, y'all. It's like old school, and then I'd be tired of them folks like staring in my face all the time, because they some narcissists and they be obsessed. So they be wanting to look at you, see how pretty you is, how handsome you are, and that's just how they just stare at you like you're their beautiful creation or whatever. And it's so much going on in this picture around me. If, you know, let those who have eyes see. You know, that's just all I'm saying. It's a lot going on in this picture around me. But let me just show you one thing that stands out the most to me. The fact that hold on, y'all, I've been spraying my little spray. Actually, y'all, I made this spray, you know, I made this holy, I sell this on my, I actually sell it on my website too. It's holy hand sanitizer, but it's the most cleanest, purifying, air purifying and cleansing that you will find. Look at the light going crazy, y'all. Look, I'm gonna see if I can show you. Let me just see if I can show you a whip of it. I know you see it blinking. Yeah, y'all, I just had to show y'all a little bit of the space, bro. But all right, this shit raw right here. Listen, man, either you take me as I am or you don't take me at all. Either you fuck with me or you don't. Either way, I fucks with me. And that 555, that's all that matters, pimping. All right, so look, y'all, it been so many patterns and things happening that's been going on, and I finally caught on to the pattern. I finally can bring something to our awareness that will help those who are on the levels that I'm on out. It will help you out. The only thing about when something comes to your awareness, you are more aware of it. So it's like a good thing. The good thing is you're able to defend yourself from, you know, the situation. And, you know, the negative perspective would be like, damn, now I got to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like the easy way out. So, you know, the easy way out don't involve you putting in no work. So that's why it's like that. I really do not want to come to y'all doing a video like this. But however, YouTube is YouTube, and they're going to take it however we take it, you know, and let's go on and get it from here. So I'll show you the one most interesting thing. Let those who have eyes see. If you can see, you know, in this light right here, this circle, there's a circle, there's another circle, and this is a being. It's a head right there, there's a head right there, there's a head right there. It's like a 3-head being. But anyways, I'll show you close up. You see it? So when I tell you that things be happening, here's an eye, here's an eye, and that's a head, and there's a head, and there's another head. It's inside the actual light. On top of that, there's like invisible spiritual energy around me, right? Around me. Look at this. So that's just to go to show y'all that, man, you know, you can call it whatever you want to call it. Everything is what it is. So, let's go and get right into this thing. So I made a video some time back about, let me see, let me log into my joint. I made a video some time back, guys, about the hypersonic sound machine missiles and things of that sort, right? So now I finally actually, y'all remember, I don't look for none of this stuff. It just comes to me because it's guided. Like, these are my missions. So I'm just coming to expose some information that really need to be talked about for those who are able to understand. And if you're not able to understand, then I understand why you understand. You know what I'm saying? Then I understand why you understand what's happening here. Okay? So let me get up something real quick so that we can start this thing. Okay? Yeah, let us browse. Let us browse as a guest or whatever. All right, guys. I think this is it. All right, so yeah, I think you can see pretty clearly. I don't have a stick, so we're gonna be using a pen. Yeah, I could do that. All right, so let's get the energy. Let's get the energy right. Let's just take a couple breaths, y'all, because this is what I got to say. It's just wild, man. For real. Wow. And 936. Wow. All right, guys. So I've been getting this information and this data. You see the light still going off? I've been getting this information, this data for a while now, y'all. And it's been like a couple days, maybe right after the moon. Remember when I told y'all Moon Day, some things was going to come to light. And so right after I said that on the eclipse of Moon Day, a lot of stuff started coming to light and things just start like really making sense. Well, they always make sense, but y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember if I got any old subscribers from my old channel. Right when my channel started booming and getting jumping, and I had like regular views and I had a, community tab, right when my joint just started getting popping, I would do a video, I would channel like reading and a lecture mixed. And then next thing you know, the information that I channeled will literally come to me in the form of documents or actual physical proof, like divinely guided, and I would show pictures and evidence of these things of the sort. So that, I was really exposing some stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, the joint, things went down, I had karma anyway, but still, what goes around comes around, but still, that's why things happen the way they happen. So, then I had shared something to y'all about these hypersonic speaker weapons. They're missiles, right? They're called missiles. They're called missiles. Now, let's just get right into this thing, okay? So let's look up the word missile first so we can kind of get a clear, let's look up the linguistics and the etymology. Not the etymology, but let's just look up what this word actually really means. We don't want to go too far in the etymology because I really don't got that much time to like go that deep. But we do want to know what the hell is a missile. That's what we want to know. So we type in missile. Okay, a missile. A missile.
Missile.
Right? So a missile, right? A missile. It says, and you can see it, right? It says, in military terminology, a missile is a guided airborne, right? Airborne ranged weapon capable of self-propelled flights, usually by a jet engine or rocket motor. Missiles are thus also called guided missiles or guided rockets. Missiles have 5 systems components: targeting, guidance system, flight system, engine, and warhead, right? Warhead. So, a lot of the nuclear warheads and all of that is like shut off because those are old timelines and old frequencies. So, of course, if we upgraded as people and our frequency as a whole, then forces that we are up against, right? Which are true, they are here. It's here. So you can't even really. Everything works as a balance, though, right? So everything is happening in unison. Nobody, everybody's doing. Everybody has a role to play. It's either your role is a high role, like a high roller, or your role is a low role. Either way, whatever role you play, just love your role and live it to the best, right? So this right here tells you that a missile, they're airborne, and so they're self-propelled. So basically, it's like machines that airbend, right? So they're airbending machines. That's what a missile is. A missile is an airbending machine. So that they use words like missiles so that you can miss the missile, so that you can miss what they trying to say to you. You feel what I'm saying? So that it goes over your head like a missile. They use the word missile so that it misses you and go over your head like a missile. Okay. When something is guided, right? Remember, this is a channel lecture, guys. We're just working with this thing straight head on. I'm gonna do it as long as I can, why I can, how I can. I got some time. So, guided. If something is guided, a guided missile, so this means that they guide their guides, like your spirit guides guide you, right? They're invisible, but they still guide you through the physical realm and the physical reality. So basically, you see what I'm saying? So missiles are thus also called guided missiles or guided rockets. So a missile is also something that guides. It guides something, right? It guides whatever it guides energy, it guides air. right? It's telling you what it is. Self-propelled airborne. It guides the air. So what I just said to you was, this is what you call an airbending, right? Missiles are airbending machines or devices, right? They manipulate the air mechanically, tech using technology, right? Using technology. All right, so boom. Now that we got is clear on what the hell is, right? All right, now let's go up here real quick. I gotta break this down for y'all because I've been telling y'all. I said everything that happens for a reason. The things that I talk about be way ahead of time, and I know they be sounding crazy, but my angels and my team always find a way. They never have me looking dumb. They always find a way to show, right? They always find a way to show you guys what I be talking about, or somebody, you feel me? So let's go to the next question, right? Let's get off of that. So I got this first question that I was asking myself when I woke up. It says, what is hypersonic, right? What is hypersonic? Because remember, y'all, it was a pattern that been coming on. Let me just tell you about the pattern real quick. So the pattern that been happening is, when I was recording the video I did the other day, something had flew past me. Now, when I'm looking up, I'm not seeing it, right? And I spoke to y'all about this in my last video. So in this video, it's come to light what it is, how it is, and where it is, and what's happening. The reason why I hear it like something is flying and close by, because it actually is. By the time I hear, see, I thought that it was like cloak, but this ain't cloak. This is a weapon, but a spiritual weapon, right? It's a spirit defense weapon. So we about to get real, y'all. So, when I noticed that, I was like, hold on, this been happening. This same pattern has been going on since my awakening, right? Since 2019. So, I'm still very I'm like a sponge, you feel me? But I'm a sponge. I'm an angelic sponge. You dig what I'm saying? So anyways, I noticed, right? And then so I asked myself this, right? I sat with myself with it. I'm like, what is it? Like, reveal to me. You feel me? If it's for, everybody, and I need to reveal to me what it is. I went to sleep that night. I woke up. I heard that sound. Loud ass sound. But I'm just waking up. I'm just rising up. So I'm like, okay, I hear it. Now, let me see what happens next. So I start monitoring what happens when I hear these loud sounds and I look up and I don't see nothing. Or I don't see the device. I start monitoring my thoughts and what do I act, and how do I act, and what do I think, and what do I do after I hear that sound and I look up and I don't see that device flying in the air. So it then dawned on me, I've got enough research now where I can speak on it. And if this information is able to help you out, then so be it. Peace be unto you. Maybe you can share the information. It will help out, because once you realize this happening, you can better defend yourself. Right? You can better defend yourself. And some knowledge is better than no knowledge at all. You feel me? So I'm just sharing my wisdom. And this will help somebody out, because somebody could be going through spiritual warfares and spiritual attacks, and they don't even know what the hell's going on. So you can use this information, and it will help you out, because it helps you to gain better control over your own thoughts and your own mind. All right, so I told y'all, I said that they be attacking us, right? I did a live lecture. I don't know if it was the old channel, new channel. I don't even know. I just know that it's probably on my website, because that's where all my videos is be at. So I told y'all, I said they be using the hypersonic sound boom. Now, I wasn't calling it a missile, right? Because this before I even knew that this type of technology exists. Now, I knew that it existed, but this was before I actually really knew, like, how I'm about to show you. So this is when I was just going off my normal clairvoyant, clairaudient, because I'm clairaudient. I hear, oh my God, I can hear the storm. It speaks to me. I can hear, oh man, everything. And so we got ear, like inside your ear and your nose are like the most powerful portals. Like, your mouth is a powerful portal in your eyes, but those are so deceptive. Like, but your nose and your ear, those are the most powerful portals out of the face portals and whatnot. That you can see, that's physical. So, and I was telling y'all that they used I think it was that joint I did about time. I think it was a lecture I posted about time. And I was telling y'all that, how time is a spell. And I was telling y'all all of that. And I spoke to y'all about how they use the hypersonic boom sound machines. That's what I was calling it. I said hypersonic boom sound machines. Now, I knew that they was attacking us with sound and vibration, but I did not know it was hypersonic sound speakers, right, that they was attacking us with. So what these missiles do is they literally send sonic boom sounds out through the atmosphere. So at hypersonic speeds. So this means that by time you hear the sonic boom, it's already violated and intruded your region of space. It's already done its damage. By the time you hear that and you look up and the reason why you can't see it is because it's sound. It's hypersonic sound. It's so damn fast. The missiles that guide the sound are fast, right? That's what the missiles be doing. They be guiding the sound of the air. Then they be airbending and using the actual air itself. They be using the elements. So they use the actual air itself, and then it creates a vibration, a frequency that doesn't blow your eardrum out, but it does. You can hear it. It feels like you blowing your eardrum out, but it doesn't hurt as bad as an eardrum blown. But it feels like you can literally feel it. Like, damn, what the hell is that in my ear? So that's negative spiritual attacks, and it ain't just me in my person area. It's wherever the areas and the spaces that you are be. So depending on you, if you're a powerhouse, if you're a lighthouse, if you're a light being, if you're a light worker or a shadow worker, in my case, I'm a shadow worker. So, and the opposite of me would be a light worker, but I'm still, don't get me wrong, don't get me confused. Like, it's a lot of, you got to use your discernment. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't be doing no wild stuff. I keep my integrity, and authenticity is the best way to go. So, with that being said, y'all, I noticed a pattern that every time I would hear the sound, I would look up and I see it. So then it pinged on me. So then once it pinged on me, I realized, damn, I started getting that feeling in my ear. So what happens is I would start getting that hurt feeling in my ear, like that you heard something too loud, and it hurt your eardrum. I would be getting that feeling in my ear. The next thing you know, I would hear the and then after I hear that, like clockwork, I would start thinking the thoughts, free will. I would start thinking the thoughts that are opposite of what I'm really trying to do at that moment. And so that's what I'm telling you. You got the free will to say yes or no. You can control this whole thing, but you got to become aware of what's actually happening here. You got to become aware of what's actually happening here. So what's happening is we are being attacked by our own people, right? And when I say our own people, I mean, these people ain't really our people. But as far as the physical realm, if you're a citizen, they trick you and make you be a citizen. As soon as you be born, your parents sell you off to the government. That's why nobody owns their children unless they take them back through the indigenous way, because that's why CPS and the government could just take your fucking kids. That's why they own everything. So what I'm saying is, I said something about they hit you with the sound, they beam it. So remember, now listen, for order for you to get remote view or get in somebody else's head, you got to know the way they operate. In order for you to know the way they operate, you have to be on their vibration. If you are not on their vibration, then it's impossible from the perspective that I'm talking about. It's impossible for you to be able to remote view on a person's space or get in their mind or get in their area or what they got going on. However, They like to use shortcuts because they don't like to put in the spiritual work. They never did. They don't like being patient, and they don't like putting in the spiritual work. And when I say they, I mean the oppressors, y'all. Come on. So, and they come in different forms, shapes, all of that. They're even invisible. For real. So, that's what they do. Right? Excuse me. That's what they do. Now, I cannot influence your mind once your vibrations start getting high with my old missiles, because my old missiles are going to be offline because the frequencies of the planet has changed. So that's why the nuclear warheads and all of that shit ain't working no more. They got new weapons and new devices, like that they try to disguise as fucking fake suns and shit, when we know that what's real is fake and what's fake is real. Everything is opposite. We got so many suns in this fucking area, this region of space that y'all don't know about. We got invisible suns, spiritual suns that I literally see. They're everywhere. The only ones that y'all see is that one in the sky. It's more than that. So much more. There's so much more going on. That's just what that's just a little bit of light that they let you see, so you can't even see how powerful you are for real. All right, so in order for somebody to get in your space, they got to be on your vibration. They ain't on your vibration. They got to have some type of technology to influence your thought form. And for them to influence your thought form, what they do is they got to use sound and frequency and vibration, because that's the type of war we're in, and that's the type of thing that's going on. It's not a physical warfare, because time for physical war is over. It's spiritual war, which it has always been. Physical warfare is nothing but a manifestation of what's spiritually already happening. It's always been war against the family feud, right? It's always been a family feud going on amongst the cosmos. That's what the fuck is happening here. A family feud so deep to the core that it don't matter what level state of matter you're in, you're going to experience this shit, right? So, the hypersonic sound boom machines affects your free will, and then it affects the way you move. Now, that's what I said about when I channeled. Now, let me show you the little bit of research I did. Just a few. You see, I just asked myself a few fucking questions. I didn't even get into research. I said, it's taking 4 or 5 days, and all I got is this, and I'm too busy. I said, we got to just bring this shit now, and I just got to go hard with it just right now. I don't even care. I got to. All right, so let me type in, my computer old job, but I got to upgrade, so I got to get new devices, and I got new devices and stuff, but, I swear I'm gonna start being more, not I swear, but I'm gonna start being more, so hypersonic speed is fast as hell, right? Hypersonic speed, let's just look at that real quick so that you can see. Right, let's look at what hypersonic speed is. So hypersonic speed, right? Because that's what I said. The hypersonic speed, the hypersonic sound boom machines. This is the reason that when you hear it, you look up, you don't see nothing. The reason why you don't see nothing is because it already been flew past you. It's hypersonic speed sound. It already been flew past you. That's why when you look up, you don't hear nothing. By the time you hear something, your region of space has already been hit. Right? And now you need to watch out for your thoughts, because your thoughts are going to go towards a negative polarity. And if you are not in control of your thoughts and your mind and your emotions, you're going to do the opposite of what your free will, what you should do as far as your mission and your goal and your endeavors. Right? So any decision that takes you further away from your goal is not the right decision, even though there is no right or wrong way. Man, somebody say Ashe, man. Comment Ashe down below. If this information is helping you out, and if you feel the need to, a fair exchange of energy, no robbery, you feel me, just for the time and effort, comment Ashe or Hika down below. So, or comment your own truth. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna control what's in the comments. Just do what y'all do. So we know what that is. So it says in aerodynamics. So just like I be doing aerokinesis, right? That's me manipulating the air or working with the air to, because I am air, right? So I can work with the air within myself and surround myself, because everything you see outside is inside you. That's why when you close your eyes, you see blackness, because that's all that's inside you is nothing but empty space, right? Matter is 99.9.999.999%. Let's see this. Let's look at this real quick. So nobody won't think I'm lying or some shit, cause you know how y'all be. Motherfuckers be say nah, let me stop. Y'all be chilling. Alright, let me see. Yeah, what is matter? Let's see. Let's just ask like this. Is matter empty space? Let's just see. So you see the question, is matter empty space? It says, man, that ain't the right question. That ain't the right question. That ain't the right question. Anyways, 99.99999, and you know it's the right. You know that this is the right math because it got all nines in it. When the math got all nines, then you know that's all math is. Everything is divisible by 9. Everything is divisible by 9. So if it ain't divisible by 9, that's the divine source supreme creator right there. All nines. 9 is the 0. That's the womb. That's the womb. Which everybody actually has a womb, and I know where it's located now. And I will share that with y'all soon, but that's a whole nother video. So, you know, not everybody has the supreme though. You feel what I'm saying? The divine feminine is the supreme. But yeah, y'all, there is no separation. So listen, 99.9% of your body is empty space. It really just simply is. Like I'm telling you, the only reason why we haven't created, that's what I'm saying. The only reason why you think you see something else is because somebody else think that they see it. You feel me? So all this is an illusion, bro. And that's all, you know. That's all that need to be said. It was like an actual definition though, y'all, but I don't want to get too much off track about it. But anyways, yeah, that's what it is. You know, something. It's empty space. That's why when you close your eyes, that's all you see. That's all you see. That's all you see. But yeah, though, y'all, so it was like yeah, anyways, it's something like that. I forget what it's called. But let's not get off a track here at 3311. Let's not get off a track here, y'all, at 3311. Alright, so I just wanted to let y'all see that real quick. Prove a little quick little. And this is the reason, listen, I don't need none of this stuff. I just use this document stuff is because it's better for you guys to see. It's better for you guys to see. You know? Let me spray some of my little, you know what I'm saying? I know I got a little, look at me, ghetto. This little ghetto. This is embarrassing. All right, so let's read this, y'all. Let's read it. So, in aerodynamics, a hypersonic speed is one that exceeds 5 times the speed of sound, right? Often stated as starting at speeds of Mach 5, right? Mach 5 and above. At speeds of Mach 5 and above. The precise Mach number at which a craft can be said to be flying at hypersonic speed varies, you know, since physical changes in the airflow like molecular dissociation and ionization, just like water. That's what I told y'all. Everything here is so easily shaped because it's water. Water can take the form, listen, water can take on the form of anything, right? For real. So I told y'all, we live in the sun. We live inside the sun. It just appears like we don't, because of the illusion. But we live inside the sun, and the sun is made of water, okay? So this means we live inside of water. It's true. What is hydrogen? What is hydrogen? Right? What do you need? Hydrogen is water at a higher frequency. It doesn't turn to a solid frequency or a solid self until it's hit with oxygen. Then that's when you get that liquid form, right? That we see. But in its original form, it's hydrogen. Okay? So the sun is what? Hydrogen. Everything is water. Water and light. Alright, so that was I just wanted to tell y'all, we live in water, which is inside the sun. We actually live inside the sun. The sun is made of water. Okay? So, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm just keeping it true here because I ain't got time. So let's look at this shit right here. This is a 43A at Mach 7. So Mach, what is Mach, right? What is Mach? Machs are robots and machines. Machs are robots and machines. And so you even got human Machs. You got Mach 5 robot humans. You got you got Mach 3s and all of that. But as you can see, these robots, these devices, they go up more. And they at least go to Mach 7. And that's what we know because that's what it says right here. And then if you look at the hypersonic sound machine, look at this shit flying through the air. And this is just a Mach 5. This is just a Mach 5. So by the time you hear it, that's what I'm saying. By the time this is the missile guiding the sound. By the time you hear the sound, that shit gone. You sitting right here, you done already got hit. You in your region of space. And that's why, let me tell you though. So what was happening after I would get my free will decisions would be opposite polarized. I would be doing things opposite of my goal and my endeavor and what I was trying to do. I would be being distracted. So they use these hypersonic boom sound machines to distract you with sound and vibration. Now they've been testing a lot of these out. But we're gonna get right into that, guys. This is not gonna be long lecture. It's not gonna be long. Okay, so after I started, my free will decision started like weighing and swaying, and I noticed this after a couple of fuck ups. I fucked up a lot of times. I messed up, and then it was like, okay, hold on. Let me catch on to this pattern and see what the hell is going on, because I've been meditating. I've been doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. I've been eating healthy, but why am I not eating healthy now? Or what happened? If I know I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that, then why am I going against my own free will? Why? And so I had to figure it once I seen that it would happen. And so around these times right here, right? And it started happening more and more. Lately, it's happened after the eclipse. It's been happening more and more. This means that I've been making a bigger impact in the area that I am in the region of space that I'm located in, even though we know that a region of space is a area of space with no location. So we are in a region of space, just means we have no location. However, from other perspectives, we are located in a space somewhere, but you just gotta tap into yourself and, all them DNA cells and data will sell the data with you. All we doing is transferring data and wisdom and information. That's just it. So you are made of a bunch of cells and chromosomes and all of that stuff. And so they can communicate with each other. That's why, you can talk to your cells and heal your cells. That's why your cells are your cells. You got as many cells, cells, as you have cells, cells. And the cells just hold the matter energy in. Just like jails. A jail cell is just like a square, concrete square, and what it does is it constricts the energy and it holds the energy in there, and it manipulates the energy. It harnesses it, right? It harnesses the energy. And so that's what cells do. They harness the energy. All right, so um so I would notice not only will my free will decisions get a type of way, and trust me, y'all, I'm channeling right now. I would even, so you might hear me drift off and you might feel me going back and forth. Just work with me, y'all. Work with me. Skip through, do whatever you need to do. But I'm telling you, this isn't one of them videos that you want to come back and watch. You want to make sure you watch everything. You don't want to miss nothing. But that's up to you. Do, whatever you choose, you choose. So then right after that, I started getting sleepy. Since I remote view and I practice, I know that when you get in a trance, you feel sleepy. However, that's why you got to practice so that you don't get sleepy, right? You got to practice so that when you get in alpha mode or alpha frequency, when your brain get in the alpha frequency, you can do it consciously awaken. That's what the Jose Silva method is about, right? You can do it consciously while awakening, but you got to bless your space. You got to do it more. I like the way they do it too, but I like to do that way with my own way and just kind of make up my own system with it because, times have changed and things are different. So, if you like are psychic or clairvoyant, or if you remote view, or if you really practice on your psychic abilities, and if you really practice on your clairvoyant and actually seeing, that's how it's able for me to see the tarot cards before I even pull them. I already seen them because I'm tapping into my own energy of me actually doing a reading. That's why I don't need the tools, because it's my natural ability. I don't need the tarot cards, right? That's why I always channel the message. And then I bring the tarot cards after, because that's the way to go. And plus, that's just how I learned, right? That's how I learned from myself. Myself taught me that. Part of myself taught me that. So, that was fucking blessing right there. So, shout out to that part of myself. Anyway, you feel me? Whoever they are, wherever they are, wherever they may be. I wish, blessings and peace upon you wherever you shall go. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever you shall do, whoever you shall be. You feel me? That shit unconditionally would be. So anyways, peace on your path. You feel me? So, so that's what I wanted to tell y'all about, the alpha. So the sound, so listen, the sound machine is all gonna make sense as I round it on up. So the sound machine at 42, 42, 66, which is unconditional love. Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man. This experience is so like wow. It has its challenges, but even the challenges are fun. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, cause you get to help other people out, But anyways, y'all, I'm going in and out. That's what I'm saying. I'm going in and out. But so when you get in that alpha mode, if you haven't been practicing to like rough it out, or what I call it, thug it out, if you don't practice, when you get in the alpha state, that's your subconscious mind. The alpha state is your subconscious mind. That's why you can do anything. You can win the lottery. You can do a lot of shit if you just remote view into your subconscious mind, getting your alpha energy. And that's how you do it. It takes practice though. It takes a lot of practice, but with what's practice though, you can accomplish anything using your alpha state. So in the conscious mind, you and your brain is in the beta waves. That's what I'm telling y'all, right? So the beta waves can't really infiltrate the alpha waves unless it's on that vibration. So the way they do is they use sound and they use music to manipulate the energy in the air and all of that, the frequency. The hive, right? The beehive, the collective hive mind. So that's how they do it. So if you're noticing that maybe you said you was trying to do something, or you had some stuff going on, or you just got sleepy out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And you've been doing the right thing for yourself, then trust me. And when you hear that sound, that loud ass sound, like it sound like an airplane, missile, something's flying, and you look up, you don't see nothing, then you already know. Even when you look up and you see the little small missiles, some of them will be dropping them chemicals in the air, but some of them actually be guiding the sound that you can't even see behind it. This sound and vibrations infiltrate your aura because you are nothing but music and octave and sound notes. Anyway, your body is an instrument, and the organs within your body play sounds. You are nothing but a harp. You're nothing but a human harp. And I don't mean that in no negative way. I literally mean that in the most beautiful way. You know? So, I want to light some Palo Santo, man. But it's too damn small. And the other pieces over there, and I don't feel like getting it. We got to just hit the bill. Oh, I forgot. Never mind. I got a candle right here. I'm going to just light the Palo off of that. But yeah, though. So I noticed, y'all. And so guess what? Once I realized that this was what was happening, I was then able to take my power back, take my control back. I was then able to actually finish and accomplish something that I had been wanting to do. But I couldn't do it because I just was up against some shit that I didn't know I was up against. Even though, listen, you are your own worst enemy. But when you got motherfuckers that got power devices that can attack you with sound to control your thought, and you don't even people like me is being influenced, this is some powerful shit, right? They even upgraded their weapons against us because they got to, because we are upgrading, right? We are upgrading. All right, so it's about them. I got more. There's more. Let's go deeper, y'all. I had to kind of do it this way. Got the Palo. It's barely smoking. We good. We good. When that joint barely smoke, you straight. All right, so we know that hypersonic fucking sound is so fucking fast. Oh, man. So listen, we know that they got up to Mach 10, right? They got up to Mach 10. At least. These effects collectively become what? Important around Mach 5 to 10. These are clones, right? Mach 5s are clones and robots. They're machines. They're devices. Now that we know the device's name, we could say, I do not accept the infringement from the Mach 5 to 10, hypersonic sound boom machines. Like, you can literally speak it. And once you speak it, that shit ain't gonna touch you. However, if you're openly, willingly accepting it, then, it is what it is. We all sound. Sound and music don't need permission to enter your frequency because this is what you are, the source of you. It don't matter how high the note is, how low the note is. Sound is always able to infiltrate your subconscious mind. That's why you got to be aware of this. That's why this information is important. So it says the hypersonic regime can also be alternatively defined as speeds where specific heat capacity changes with the temperature of the flow as kinetic energy of the moving object is converted into heat. Wow. Did you see this shit? So they uses the air. They air bend. Like I said, they air bend. They use the kinetic energy, the moving energy. Wow. Of the moving object, right? Of whatever it's guiding through at this. So in this space, it would be guiding a sound missile, right? It would be guiding a speaker, right? The hypersonic weapons and missile is not. It doesn't have a nuclear warhead because it's operated by air. And it's a more up-to-date technology. Instead of having that, it's a speaker. It's a loud-ass speaker. What the fuck? It's a loud-ass speaker. That's what I'm saying. And so they use that loud-ass speaker to control your thoughts and wave your mind. So, right. And then they convert it into heat. So they can convert it into the heat they wanted. They wanted to be. So heat is energy. You got thermal energy and thermal heat. So it's infrared. They that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. That's crazy. That's crazy right there, guys. But wow. All right, let's go to this. All right. That's what hyperspeed is, right? Right? That's what hyperspeed is. Let's go to look this up real quick. Well, I got time. What time is it? All right, it's 1 o'clock. All right, so. All right, let's type this in. So, what is hyper? Yeah, let's type this in, shawty. Sade, what is hypersonic weapon, right? Matter of fact, let's type in speaker, because that's what they are. They're speakers. Okay, hypersonic speaker technology, but no, we ain't going to that. Hypersonic speakers weapon. That's what we want to look up. So, you see as I type it in, right? You see as I typed in, you see exactly what I typed in. Uh-oh, I must need to hit the bell. Hold up. It's getting real. So, it clearly says speakers, right? Speakers. So, hypersonic weapon systems, right? American. So you know that this is happening in the United States of America, and this is on the American soil, right? So remember I told y'all when that shit was happening with the so-called all the energy was getting sent to the Ukraine, because they name got, it was a lot of spiritual shit going on. But from the physical plane, it was always a cover-up and distraction, because that's what it always is. And I'm about to reveal to y'all exactly what's going on. So not only is we in this real spiritual warfare, we are literally up against actual armies who are ruled by certain people, or certain entities, I should say. Right? Literally. They're corrupt. All this shit has to be, man, we got to literally take our shit back, bro. We can't be nice with this shit. We got to get in and do it the right way. We can't just be going trying to shoot you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't. And shout out, to, damn, it been a lot happening, man. It been so much going on. So much. Alright, so that's one thing, right? But before I wanted to look at that, I wanted y'all to see what is a hypersonic weapon real quick. I just got to show y'all that. Let's see. Hypersonic. So hypersonic is fast. Alright, hypersonic weapons is what I went to. So what are hypersonic weapons? They are normally defined as fast. They are normally defined as fast, low-flying, and highly maneuverable weapons designed to be too quick and agile for traditional missile defense systems to detect in time. That's what I'm telling y'all. This shit is so fast. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's so fast that traditional missiles cannot even defend itself, right? Traditional missile defense program systems, they can't even detect the hypersonic weapons. So these are higher vibrational weapons. So these are extraterrestrial technology, right? It's not from here. And even if it is from here, the whole point is this. Who cares where the fuck it's from? The whole point is this shit is happening, right? What are hypersonic weapons? That's what they are. Low flying, fast, low flying. That's why you hear them and it be so loud. And by the time you get hit with the sonic boom, it's already past you. That's what I said. And this is my first time looking at this shit. And highly maneuverable weapons designed to be too quick and agile for traditional missile defense systems to detect. So that's what I'm saying. You get hit by hypersonic weapons, and their low vibrational traditional machines are no match for this shit. That's all I'm saying. That's all that shit say. So we're not even about to go to Wikipedia to even look at that. We're just gonna keep that at that. Right? So now we know that. Let's go back to, that's just crazy. Let's go back here and let's click on the American conference, right? So this is the American conference speakers, right? And so I'm going to show you who is a part of the hypersonic weapons. Yeah, okay. So let me show you. Yeah, let me show you this first. All right. So let's look up hyper. So this is what they call y'all. Now remember, I was calling them hypersonic boom sound machine or some shit like that. I don't know. I had a goofy ass name. Hypersonic boom sound machine, some shit. So hypersonic air breathing, which means it's alive. It's a conscious weapon, right? If it breathes air, it's conscious, right? If you as a weapon yourself, right, or entity, you can be a weapon if you know your powers, right? At 5555 and 5544, you can be a weapon if you know your powers. You can be a weapon, right? You are, and you breathe air, right? And you breathe air. So you are, conscious. You are conscious, and you are animated. So these machines are animated with life, with and they use in a airbend. They airbend. They airbend, Bo. They airbend, Bo. Alright, so it says hypersonic air breathing weapon concept. So this is the shit that's about to blow your fucking mind a little bit. If all the shit I told you ain't blow your mind, this shit right here is. So let's look at this. It says the hypersonic, right? It says the hypersonic air breathing weapon concept, right? Called the Hawk. The Hawk. Now, hawks mean like the hawks is the fake dragon energy, the reverse metamorphosis energy. The hawk is the hawk, the watcher, the ancients, the ancient energy. So it's not a surprise that that's spelled hawk and is pronounced hawk, because that's what it means. So program it watches too. So it's not only is a missile that it actually watches too. That's crazy. So it records. So it says program is a joint DARPA, DARPA in and the United States Air Force, right? It says effort that aims to develop and demonstrate crucial technologies that will enable an effective and economical air-launched hypersonic cruise missile, right? Cruise missile. Now, if they had been testing this concept out, You see the light blinking faster? They had been testing this concept out, right? Now, DARPA, I don't know if you guys know who DARPA these people are, but these people are in control of some shit. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let's do it. I don't know if I have enough time, guys. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going until I can't no more. Okay. So if I got to post it in layers, then I will. But this is very important information, right? So we're gonna keep that right there. We're gonna go to one more real quick. Open one more window. And let's go look at this on Wikipedia so that y'all can really see what it says before I hit that article. So when I did look this part up right here, because when I looked this up, I was like, oh, hell no, let me write it down. So this was one of the things I wrote down right there. So I try to keep my shit as real as I can. And I don't care what people say about me. So anyways, let's look this up. Wikipedia. Right? Because nowadays, that's how you got to look it up. You got to go into that shit like that. So they got it on here. Wikipedia, it says Hawk. Right? And then they got it up here too. So let's look at this. Okay, guys. Let's open this shit wide open. So, type the Hawk, right? The hypersonic air breathing weapon concept. Hawk. This is why I told y'all that I was channeling. So this is the demon I've been battling lately, and I finally made it. But you know what that means? New level, new devil. So just because you made it through this warfare, though, it's more to come. So cruise missile. It says air-launched cruise missile, air-to-surface missile, and place of origin, United States. United States. Remember I told y'all, designer, DARPA, right? Now, remember I told y'all about the people selling its own citizens, for tests, and they do all of that. That's what I'm telling you. That's why you got to become your indigenous self. You got to find your roots. You got to go through the whole process of getting your taking back your power, bro, and your inheritance, because this is our land. No, really. No, really. It really is, though. So, anyways, it says, because we are the indigenous folk. It says the hypersonic air breathing weapon concept, right? Pronounced Hawk, right? Pronounced, look, it's spelled HAWC, right? Pronounced Hawk, like the hawk in the sky, like Atlanta Hawk, like the hawk's eye, right? Like the eye. So that's how you know it's a camera and a missile and a fucking speaker all in one shebang. So it's a scramjet, right? It's a scramjet. That's what it is. Powered air launched hypersonic cruise missile. Project. It says project at the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. That's what DARPA is. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. So they are which ones who create shit to defend us from the advance, but really they ain't doing nothing but attacking their own people with the shit. But it says that had a successful hypersonic. Okay, hold on. Let's get it. DARPA. That had a successful hypersonic flight announced in September 2021. Now, what the hell happened in September 2021, y'all? Right when we went into that dark night of the soul, it was soul swap. Right? Remember, in September I did it live. On my video. It's on my website. I did a video around right September 21st, and I literally named it September 21st, and I explained about soul swap and what was going on and how they was watching. I broke that shit down. Right? I broke it down. So it says, so that's just confirmation for me. So it says it is a kinetic energy weapon, right? Without an explosive warhead. What the hell? Now, did you see this shit? Remember, I told you they got to use so basically what they're doing is they're airbending, but they're using it for negative, like they're using magic, but they're using magic as witchcraft. And when magic becomes witchcraft, this means it's not pure. It got negative intentions attached to it, right? So that's why you got to deny. You got to declare and decree that you not be that this shit don't exist because you don't give it permission to. This is what you got to do. You feel me? And they basically using the kinetic energy, right? It's a kinetic energy weapon, right? Without an explosive warhead. That's what I told y'all. So it's more up to date. And if they recently had a flight in September 21st, you know what else happened in September 21st? People were still trying to get over the shit that happened. How they power some of this stuff up is they use death. So they use a lot of lives, like from that Travis Scott concert. A lot of people died there and they gained a lot of energy there. And they was able to use a lot of that energy to power their weapons. I told y'all that everything, the soul, the consciousness is really is so intelligent. It's really alive and it's so intelligent. It's so smart. It's so aware of itself. The consciousness is so smart. You can put it in anything. You can put it in the body. You can put it in a device. You can put it in a computer. You can control it. You can do it. That's what I'm telling you. And the consciousness projects itself through the body, right? From another space that doesn't even exist. The consciousness projects itself through the body from a space that doesn't even exist. So, that gives you a lot of what's going on and what's happening here. I mean, yeah, I want to be talking about, lower vibrational BS, but I can't, and when it's time for me to talk about that, it's time for me to talk about that. But right now, it just ain't. So, if you still here, drop a like button. If you came back, drop a like button. Drop a comment share some of your information so that we can communicate and be social. I'm coming out the I'm trying to come out as social as I can, y'all. I'm gonna really start getting on the IG, all that, but you just gotta give me time because I'm building so much foundation right now, and I got to plant and germinate the things I'm working on. So I can't really give too much time for that at the moment, but eventually I will. But listen though, y'all, that was right. That was the September 21st, right? That's when not only they was testing that, they was testing a lot of SpaceX. Elon Musk was testing a lot of SpaceX machines then too. Remember, 11/11 came and they did a SpaceX launch on 11/11. I did a video on that on my website, you know. But you know that, yeah. So I'm telling you, you need to be checking some of this stuff out because the stuff I be talking about comes to pass always, and it exists. So this about to blow your mind right here now. The scramjet propelled the missile at a speed greater than Mach 5, right? Mach 5 robot clone technology. So it says over 3,700 miles per hour. That's how fast they hit us with that airbending machine, right? A weapon. So who are you defending yourself against that you need to be defending? You need to be using the elements and all this magic because it's the people, it's the citizens. It's the citizens. Like right now, y'all, I'm feeling that feeling in my ear. Man, I can put it on anything. I'm going to hear that sound in the air. So it says the first successful flight was in September 21st. This means they've been recently doing this. Now, I channeled that information before this was even released. Before this information was even released, I channeled that exactly to the T. I called it Sonic Boom Machine. Hypersonic Sound Boom Machine. But that was a hit. I had an absolute hit. On top of that, I'm clairaudient and I hear people thoughts. Like, honestly, it's so funny. I just got to act like I didn't even hear this shit. Even thoughts that like make me laugh when I hear people thoughts and they laugh and I laugh at what they thought and then they be looking at me like, what you laughing at? And I just be like, I be lying. I just be lying, making shit up because I don't be want people to think like I'm so weird, but I am. So the funniest thing is this, bro. I'm really learning how to control this thing I got, right? I don't even know what it is, you know, this conscious awareness. I'm learning how to not control it because I could never control it. It's too smart. But I'm learning how to work with it. You know, I'm learning how to work in unison with it versus against it. And so I can actually, at first I can just see the consciousness and it be flying all over, just do what it do. Now I can connect with it. I can bring it to me. I can feel it wherever it's at in my body. I can project it out. I can move shit with my mind. I can move shit with it without me touching. It's just crazy the type of shit. I'm actually can hold it, my focus and concentration. I can focus and concentrate it like in my hand. Like, you know, so be on the lookout, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to speak on too much on it. But anyways, it says, let's check this out, right? The first, right, was in September 21st. Further testing was carried out in mid-March, right? Mid-March 2022. Nigga, mid-March, that's like when, you know, when March was happening, we got hit with the fake winter storm and all of that bullshit. The little, that's when everybody caught the little fake ass new strand of the yeah, you already know, the C word, right? The new strand of the C word. So then it says, but oh my God. Now you know what the eclipse do. This the eclipse season, but was kept secret at the time to avoid the impression of escalation against Russia during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The existence of the test was revealed in early April 2022. So I had channeled all of this shit, right? Before it even happened. Not only did I channel it before it even happened, I had an absolute hit on the situation and what was going on and what the fuck was they distracting us from, right? Do you see it? Look what it say. September 21st, that's soul swap. That's when the a lot of the extraterrestrials and now I'm not going to say negative now because some of them are soul wanderers who come from higher dimensions to help out. So I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is that a lot of the ultra-terrestrials and the extraterrestrials and the intraterrestrials did soul swap with those who wanted to do soul swap. The negative ones did too. On all levels, this happened. All levels, high and low. Yep. And then they tested it again in March when we got hit with that other. Remember, I was telling y'all that shit. I be knowing this shit, man. So then, but it was kept secret and now revealed. All it's been revealed. The time to avoid, but it was kept secret at the time to avoid the impression, right? Because they didn't want to impress on your subconscious mind, right? They didn't want to fuck up the impression that they already had in your subconscious mind, because that's why they had the energy going to the Russia invasion of Ukraine. The reason why they sent the energy over there so that you can be distracted of them testing their war hypersonic air breathing weapon concepts that are successful, by the way. That are successful. Like I told y'all, I've been happening so much that I've noticed a pattern. I noticed a pattern. Once I noticed the pattern, that shit, I went to sleep, asked myself, and I got it. Okay? So now we know the physical reason behind this. Now we know the physical reason behind that. It told y'all, it's always some shit going on that they distract us from. Always. And as far as the people being sacrifices, like, Nipsey and Left Eye and these type of people, Kobe Bryant and a lot of people now. They try to scare you with death, but death ain't real. Simple. So guys, the whole point is we need to start really at 11-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. We really need to start preparing ourselves so that it's important. It's really important because this is a facade we play here. None of this shit, listen, everything, I can't stress it. Everything is upside out and inside out, upside down, inside right. Nothing is what it appears to be. If they say it's yellow, it's green. If they say it's green, it's yellow. If they say it's big, it's small. If they say it's small, it's big. If they say it's light, it's dark. However, you still need to use your discernment. Use the spirit of discernment so that you can feel through the energies. Because I'm telling you, I've seen some things and I've been through it. And some of these dark spirits ain't so dark. And some of these light spirits ain't so light. Actually, when they say light, they don't even really mean light, like the actual light. Like that's coming off this computer, the infrared light. No, when they say light, they mean light like the verses of heaviness, even though heaviness doesn't exist. So you just gotta really like open your mind and get into it. So we about to round this on up, y'all, because I want to get this done in this 1, 2, 3. So I wanted to bring that to y'all. So let's do this one little thing real quick, and that was it right there, y'all. That's it. That's all the article. That was all the article. They just put a little article out, and it's funny that I caught it because I didn't even think that, like, this came to me, like, randomly, for real. Of course it came divinely guided. But, okay, so let's look up, this one little thing real quick, right, that I want to check out. Let's look this up. All right, let's look this up. How they lie to y'all and tell y'all that they don't know. We don't know all this stuff going on. We don't know it's planned. We don't know all this other stuff. Why they lying? You see this? Look what they say. HyperX program. The 8 year, approximately 230 million NASA HyperX program was a high risk, high payoff research program. Oh my God, look y'all, they talking about it like it don't exist no more. Look. They lied. They're lying. Past projects. Hold up. I done came up on some shit. Past projects. X-43A hypersonic flight program, NASA. It says was a small, let's look this. We got to click this shit. And then it says the hyper down here. It says, what did it say? Yeah, down here it says the hyper The HyperX program is continuing to plan follow on activities to focus and orderly continuation of hypersonic technology development through flight, probably them testing that shit out through flight, how they've been doing. But man, this is fucking crazy. So you mean to tell me, y'all, right? Because I've been looking in the sky and I'm like, man, those are missiles. I knew they were some of them that I actually see. So it's war, bro. It's war. And we at war with our own fucking people. They got the citizens. Yeah, they got their own fucking citizens under spiritual warfare. Like, what the fuck? For real. And I literally had to say that like that. Because what the hell? Like, for real. I got to keep it so humble with it, y'all. For real. I can get professional with it, though. Don't try me. But this is not one of them professional moments. Because literally, I just rolled up and was like, not rolled up like, But yeah. Not rolled up like a weed leaf. But I just rolled up like literally like out of meditation. So anyways. They talking about it like it's in the past. Right? NASA's multi-year hypersonic flight research program was designed to overcome one of the greatest aeronautical research challenges, right? Air bending, but they want to try to say air breathing. They funny as hell. Air bending hypersonic flight. What the hell? The X-43A was a small experimental research aircraft designed to demonstrate the technology of airframe integrated supersonic scramjet. So now we know who's attacking us with the scramjets that we know exist because they just tested them bitches mid-April. I mean mid-March, and they just revealed it mid-April. So you still think that them folks ain't doing you? So you still think that they here to protect us? So these people are the same people, man. You see this? Listen. It says aircraft designed to flight demonstrate the technology of the airframe integrated supersonic scramjet. And they try to call it supersonic ramjet, but that's why they call it scramjet. So they also try to mix you up with the words. Instead of saying supersonic, they call it scramjet, so that you would just think it's a jet that scrambles out energy, right? So that you would just think, oh, it's a jet that flies through the air and then scrambles out energy, right? It scrambles out the frequency, or it guides scrambled energy. That's what you would be thinking. But really, it's a supersonic scramjet that's a speaker, that's a loud ass speaker that propels at hypersonic speeds about above Mach 5, or to 5 times the speed of sound. Its scramjet engine is a air-bending engine. It's a air-bending engine in which the airflow through the engine remains supersonic, far outpacing any supersonic aircraft. The 3X vehicles were designed to fly at speeds of Mach 7 and 10. Ultimately, that's my shit. The revolutionary technologies exposed by the HyperX program promise to increase payload capacities and reduce costs for future air and space vehicles. Now, future air and space vehicles. So they already getting this ready because they already know, because they already time travel and they already know what the fuck is going to happen. They know the through the looking glass, right? So that's all I just wanted to see on that. You can go do your own research and break that down a little bit more if y'all wanted to. I just wanted to let y'all know who was actually behind, right? And they calling it NASA X-43, experimental unmanned. This shit says unmanned hypersonic aircraft. Unmanned aircraft? This means consciousness is flying this motherfucker. Do you see this, bro? Hold on. I told y'all they got the consciousness flying the devices. I told you. I've been seeing them recently. too. Yeah, they've been checking my frequency and shit. That's what they do. They check your vibration and all of that. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Elohim, they come through. Listen, the truth is the truth. You can look at it as bad, negative, all of that. Man, I just look at it as what it is. And it just is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to do your thing. You got to do your thing. Let's see if we can find this on Wikipedia though. Real quick. Okay, it's there. It says NASA X43. Now I just went down and showed y'all what the NASA Hyper X is and what the X43 is. It's a scramjet that they said don't exist no more. But how the fuck it don't exist no more if y'all still testing the scramjets in the air? And these are the same scramjets because I looked up the same hypersonic, supersonic, hypersonic. These are the same scramjets. So do they exist or they don't exist? Right? So this is the one that number built. They said 3 of them has been built. And you know if they said 3, this means if they said 3, this means 33. You see what I'm saying? So they at least built 33 of them. You got to amplify it. So, and it's probably to the 9th power. 33 to the 9th power. But anyways, was it experimental, right? Was it experimental unmanned hypersonic aircraft? Unmanned means there's no one flying it. It's been flown by invisible force, right? It's been flown by something invisible because who's flying it? So this means that somebody is remote controlling it, and the consciousness and the energy and they're airbending. They're airbending. So it says with multiple planned scale variations meant to test various aspects of hypersonic flight, right? It was of the X-plane series, specifically of NASA's Hyper-X program. It set several airspeed records for jet aircraft, right? Because even regular missiles can't detect it. So even their systems, regular missiles can't detect it. It says the X-43 is the fastest jet-powered aircraft on record at approximately Mach 9.6. Damn! The speed. It says a wing booster rocket. With the X boom, it says 43, which is that number 7. Y'all know 7 is that number 7 now. I just revealed to y'all how important that 7 is. You got 7 colors in the rainbows. You got 7 main archangels. You got 7 main African angelic powers. You got 7 realms. You got 7 we in the 7th universe. You feel what I'm saying? So you got 7 days of the week. You got, that 7. That number 7 is something special about that number 7 now. That's all I'm saying. So, man, this week, y'all, I'm gonna be hitting y'all with hella videos, man. It looks like we're done with this one. I just got one more little thing to look up. But I wanted to show y'all that even though they try to mix it all around, we still got to the same point. So even though how they trying to lie and say this ain't existing no more, it still is. But what they did was they just totally changed the name. They totally changed the name, so you won't think it's supersonic, nothing. Hypersonic and supersonic, the same damn thing. And they're speakers, and you wouldn't think it was a supersonic scramjet, right? A supersonic right jet. Right? Because that's what that S stand for. Right? That's what that S stand for. We just seen that when we looked at that. So it's a hypersonic air boom machine. Right? We just looked at all of this shit. So it says, now here we go with the line. It says it was placed on top called a stack. It says was dropped from a Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, right? A Stratofortress. After the booster rocket, a modified first stage of Pegasus rocket brought the stack to the target speed and altitude. It was discarded, and the X-43 flew free using its own engine. Right, airbending, because that's what it do. The first plane in the series was a single-use vehicle on which 3 were built and was destroyed after malfunctioning in 2001. So they've been getting ready for this since before 2001. Each of the other two flew successfully in 2004, setting speed records with the scramjets operating at 10-minute glides. Right. So it's something else that I had seen, y'all. It's more people. It's not even just America. I think China and Russia been doing the same thing. And China actually released their hypersonic. Let me look this up. I believe that China actually released their hypersonic and it traveled around the whole globe before it hit its target. Really, it was hitting its target as it traveled around the whole globe the whole time. But they hit it because you think a missile don't hit until the missile hit. But the type of technology they got, the missile hit before you even hear it, before the missile hit. You feel what I'm saying? It's the total opposite. You think the missile don't hit until the missile hit, but the type of technology they got, the missile hit before the missile hit. You feel what I'm saying? You got to let those who have eyes see, man, for real. So let's see hypersonic let's see. I think they've been testing them in Russia and China. What to know about hypersonic missiles fired by Russia? So we know that Russia, right? We know that Russia has them. And we know that Russia have been using them on Ukraine, right? And America been hiding them testing they shit because they don't want to make Russia look like. But that shit is all the lying, confusing bullshit. Just accept it for what it is. It's basically war, and all of these fucking rulers are teamed up together against the citizens because we all waking the fuck up. That's what's happening. So it ain't like us versus China and Russia. They all together. America with China, with Russia, with Africa. They all together. This shit is a team mission. This shit is a team mission. And they all the oppressors. All of them are the oppressors. You got to use your discernment. And you got to discern through and you got to observe and see what's going on. Now, Russia, they use their hypersonic missiles on Ukraine. Right? On Ukraine. We was telling y'all that it was some spiritual shit going on over there. It was the spiritual warfare. Why would they be using these spiritual warfare weapons if it wasn't a spiritual warfare? Why would there be a spirit defense army and airbending weapons if they didn't think that we was in a spiritual war? Okay, let's go back to this last thing. I wanted to show y'all that, and China did too. Let me see China real quick. We almost done. Hypersonic weapons have been studied in China since 1950. Look at this shit. Hypersonic weapons have been studied in China since 1950, notably by rocket scientists who get that guy and known as whoever. The whole point is they even got more shit going on. It says China is developing a heat-seeking hypersonic weapon. Right? The heat-seeking, that's what it do. Remember, we broke it down. It seeks the heat and it turns the air into heat. Remember? That's what it do. Airbending weapon that will be able to hit a moving car at 5 times the speed of sound. And if it can hit a moving car, what the hell you think it can do to a human being? To a person? Right? To a place. They already doing this shit. If they talking about it like it ain't happened yet, this means it already happened. Nothing is what it appears to be. Everything is upside down or inside out. So China been doing this since 1950. Since 1950. That's right around the time they came in. So, yeah, man. Look at this. Yeah. Heat seeking. And then they just mix up the words and shit, but it's all the same. That can hit a moving car. See, that's what I was telling y'all. That they don't have to use remote viewing no more. Like, they don't have to use that shit. They can just use sound and affect your whole brain state. So, all right, let's go here real quick. Before I tell y'all, show y'all the expose who's all behind this thing. And we'll be almost done. All right, let's go look this up. hypersonic effect. I just wanted to show y'all what it does on the brain and what happens. Okay, so let's go here. So let's read this first. It says the hypersonic effect is a phenomenon in which sounds containing significant quantities of non-stationary, right, high frequency components, HFCs, above the human audible range, right, above the human audible range. It says max 20 kilohertz, right? Now, if you know, now remember what I said, you start getting sleepy from the alpha brain wave. The alpha brain waves is like, let's look it up. I know how much it is, but I want y'all to see it. I told you the alpha is the subconscious mind. That's why you got to, I'm telling you, you got to understand this stuff right here, y'all. It's so important. For real. Linguistics and fucking, this shit is so important. Like, for real. In the brain, I'm just telling you, it's like, what the hell? You got to study this shit. It's so important of what's going on. And you can help out so many people. Alright, so look. Non-frequency, this is alpha waves, right? Alpha waves. Right? Electrical activity or, yeah. Right? So we know that alpha, you can heal the alpha, you can get rest in alpha, you can sleep in alpha. Alpha is the subconscious mind. So alpha literally creates your reality. So if I can attack you with the sound from my hypersonic sound boom machines, and when you get hit with it, it's not a hit like it blows you up like the nuclear warheads. It's a hit where it knocks you into alpha wave. Once you get an alpha wave, you're then hit with a command, right? Or thought, right? You're then hit with thought form or command that tells you to do something that distracts you from your path. This shit is so crazy. It's just a game. It's just a fucking game. So then it says frequency, 9 to 14 cycles per second. That's what the brain need to get to alpha state. So it knocks your brain waves to that alpha state so that they can easily send the command through the subconscious mind and boom, the command gets it. So it's basically like they working the energy, but the way they working it is fucking magical. This shit is beautiful, man. These folks is smart as hell. Okay, so that's what we know. We know with the brain, the theta brain 9 to 14, not theta, but alpha. Right? So that's what the hypersonic effect, right? The hypersonic effect from the hypersonic supersonic sound machines, it affects the brain specifically around above the human audible range of 20 kilohertz. So you can't hear it that loud, and when you can hear it, it's already affected you. All right, so let's look at this. So the hypersonic effect is a phenomenon reported in a controversial scientific study, right? I don't really like messing up names, so I don't want to say that. It says, which claims that although humans cannot hear ultrasound, right? And what I tell y'all, we are ultra terrestrials. Didn't I tell y'all that? It says ultrasound. So even though humans cannot consciously hear ultrasound, sounds at frequencies above approximately 20 kilohertz, right? So this means what I just said, that you can't hear the weapon. And by the time you do hear it, it's already hit you, right? By the time you do hear the sonic boom, you've already been hit. You and your whole space. So it says the presence or absence of those frequencies has a measurable effect on their psychological reactions. Let's look at this. It says the presence or absence of those frequencies, right? The presence or absence of those frequencies has a measurable effect on their psychological, right? Like psychology, the psych, the mind, right? The brain, the psychological reactions. Remember what I told you? I would get hit with it, then I would get sleepy. That's the alpha. Once I get sleep in the alpha, then I will get a command telling me to do something against my free will. Then it's up to you if you want to act on it. But depending on the psyche of your mind, your mental state, you can be easily affected by indivisible warfare that you don't even know is happening. And then it affects your psychological reactions. That's what I said. Clearly, this is what I said, and this is what happened. This is what's going on. It says numerous other studies have contradicted that portion of the results relating to the subjective reaction to high frequency audio, finding that people. Okay, here we go. So it says the scientists been doing projects and shit. That's what that says. It says finding, right? They've been doing high frequency audio projects, finding that people who have good ears. Now, when they say good ears, they don't like, what the hell is a good ear? When they say good ears, they mean clairaudient. See, listen, they talk about the spiritual abilities right in your face, but they put it in a way so that you like in plain sight. They put it in plain sight. They put it in a way that you can't even look at the rainbows on my screen. They put it in a way that you won't even think that it exists. They not telling you that they attacking us with airbending. They using airbending machines. When they say good ears, clearly they mean let those who have ears hear. Right? Let those who have eyes see. Let those who have ears hear. Clairaudient. Psychic ability. That's why I can hear it. So I'm not even sure if everybody around me hears it. But I know I hear it. So it says listening to, and I haven't even asked people around me. I haven't even talked to anybody around me. Like, you heard that? Maybe I have here and there. But I think this is before I became aware. So it says listening to resolution audio and the normal CD sampling rate at 44 rate of 44.1 kilohertz. Now you know that 144 is backwards. So that means that means that this is against the 144. This is against the army this is a tactic against the army that's here to help. I'm telling you. It's the signs and synchronicities is all there, right? So that's that for that. If you want to go far more further in it, then you can do your own research. But this is to just get you started. Here's a bunch of favoring evidence. They talk about neuropsychology. Neurophysiology, EEG tests, and psychochaotic acoustics and all this stuff. You can just go look that stuff up and you will get you some good information from over there. I haven't looked it up yet, but if I do have time one day soon, I shall. In the meantime, in between time, we just gonna close it on out. I'm gonna show y'all. We already know. Look, we already know the Hawk. We already know what the Hawk sky and what they all about. Now I'm gonna show y'all who's behind some of the names that's behind this weaponry. And not only are they selling weaponries we're just here, these are entities from all together. That's what I'm telling you. But these are just the ones that's here within this location. So these are speakers, right? These are speakers, right? You see, these are speakers. And the supersonic sound, what it does is it emits the vibration in the air. It's attacking us with sound and frequency. It's a frequency war, and that's all I got to say. So we're going to run down a couple of names. So this person, that person right there, Office of the Assistant Secretary of the Air Force, right? Technology, Acquisition, Technology, and Logistics. That's that shit. She got that shit going on. It says hypersonic needs, acquisition, technology, and logistics perspectives. So you know she good with mind and mental control, right? These are the people they use. So it says this guy, right? This guy is rapid fielding of hypersonic weaponry capabilities, needs, and requirements. So he knows what needs to happen. You know, he knows the requirements for the thing to work. He knows the logistics and the technology, as so do she. So they got two people from the Office of Assistant Secretary of the Army, one from the Air Force and one from the Army. So they're different branches. So then you got this person here, right? Wait, save the best for last. There's not that many left. So then you got this person here, whoever this is. So office of the under meaning Under Secretary of Defense for Research and Engineering. So basically, this is something that's under you. Not too many people know about it, right? So it says the future DOD. So now, if they're saying, remember, it's opposite. So if they're saying under, this means over. So these people are over secretary, right, of defense, and they deal with the future. Now, did I not tell y'all that these folks be time traveling to the future and they already know? Did we not look at how they got the future of something for the future they got going on? I forgot that we seen. You can go back and check it out. So industry and academia engagement and solicitation opportunities, right? So, wow, look at this name here. That's a crazy combination. But it says United States. Everywhere I go, I see the same. Oh, it's like, nah. It said, I'm playing. But it says United States Air Force, U.S. Department of Defense. So, boom, hypersonic weapons testing. This is what she was doing. She spoke doing that. So, the Air Force needs challenges and opportunities. So, she spoke about the needs, everything they was going to need, the challenges they was going to come, and the opportunities they was going to have. When they say opportunities, they mean like eclipse and shit like that. So, then we have somebody right here, right? And from the Department of Defense, it says modernizing the DoD hypersonic weapons vision and strategy, a roadmap to defense superiority. So, you mean to tell me that all these important people with all these important jobs, and it's like you can't deny this stuff. Do what you do, y'all. You can't deny it. It's real. It says modernizing the DoD, right? Hypersonic weapons vision and strategy, a roadmap. So it says this lady, it says the crystal ball. Look at this shit. Look what her job is and who she worked for. Naval Service Warfare Center. You know, the naval is the omphalos. The naval is the womb. That's the gatekeeper. She's a gatekeeper. Literally. She's a fucking gatekeeper. And they telling you, smack in your face. It says workforce development, the crystal ball of future hypersonics workforce needs. She's a gatekeeper. And I can bet you any amount of money. Alright. So then you got this right here going on, hypersonic requirements. Come on now. While all this is going on, they got y'all distracted with fake wars. So listen, it says hypersonic weapons, warfighting integration, plans and strategies. Hypersonic weapons. So they got to talk about warfighting integration. How we gonna integrate these plans in these strategies so we can fuck them up. Then look, cause I got to go. It says 143.33. I love you 44. Yeah. So it says that's from my angels right there, my team. So it says hypersonic weapons, warfighting integration plans and strategies, right? That's what these people work for. U.S. Indo-Pacific Command. See, this is big stuff. It says high temperature materials and aerothermochemical effects. What? Aerothermochemical effects. So this guy is a chemist. So this guy's a chemist. It says, come on, let's go down more. It says industrialization of thermal protection systems for hypersonics. Come on now. If this wasn't what I'm saying it is, why in the hell do you got people working from the future? They talking about under whatever. Man, I'm under secretary. You know under means over. So over secretary, they over the secretary office. So and then it says challenges and advancements in the testing, fielding, and capabilities of hypersonic weapons. So, who are they teaming up to try to fight against in the future? that 144. You feel me? Them soldiers. You feel me? Them organic soldiers. You dig? It says hypersonic detection challenges and needs. So that's more. How many of that? We got to have a lot of them because we need a bunch of different perspectives. And all of these are just people too. All of them. You got these are just like this, maybe the civilians. You got simulation. You got predictive modeling and simulation advancements. So he already know about the matrix and simulating it. Smart as hell. You got opening remarks from summit co-chairs. You got opening remarks, boom, boom. Hypersonic weapons, budgetary, and industry. So that's who helped them get the money for the project. Wow, this information is crazy. Here's a bunch of stuff, but I gotta go, y'all. So I'm just gonna kind of, you can look at the names or whatever coming down the list. Like that. Oh, there's a captain right there. Hypersonic detection challenges and needs again. Okay, so here you go. Here's the big guy. Now, y'all, here's the big guy. Now, they got him all the way at the bottom for a reason. Save the best for last. They got him at the bottom for a reason. Him too. He know too much information. So instead of him, he just said, fuck it, I'm with the shit. So it says hypersonic detection, challenges, and needs, right? Boom. Now, look at this, y'all. Why would we need a spirit defense? Now, I just told y'all this. Why would we need a spirit defense? Why? Why would we need a spirit defense? If spirits ain't real and if we ain't up against spirit. I told y'all, the word air means breath. The word breath means spirit. So when they say air breathing machine, they mean an airbender, a spirit airbender. So yes, we are upgrading and uploading and everything, but they are too. But guess what? They weapons cannot do nothing with us unless we allow it. So if you don't allow, right? Let's close this thing out. And this is research that I picked up from my own, yeah, you want to see the picture of it? This is research I picked up from my own. You see the entity? You see it? Let those who have eyes see. This is research that I picked up from my own. It's in the light. It's actually hiding in the light. From my own observation. So, man, listen. I love y'all. I pray this video was able to help out somebody, which I know it probably was. You could drop a like if you feel called to. Even if you came here to laugh and even if you're making fun of me, however, because that's what a lot of y'all do. I intimidate a lot of people. And I'm cool. It's so normal to me now. I'm so cool. I make people nervous, scared, all that. I don't even know why. People want to, like, attack me and stuff. People want to beat me up and shit for no reason and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, though, I said that to say, man, I love y'all regardless, man. I forgive those because, they don't know, I forgive those who think they gonna trespass upon me because they don't know. And anybody else watching my channel, not only could you see the one head, right? It's three of them. It's one behind him. That's the day when I seen this, that's the day I found out about that's what made me find out that we was multidimensional beings. I don't know what type of entity this is, but all I know is it's in the light and it's watching me. This was right when I first had cut my dreads. I had first cut my dreads, and that was like the first cut I had. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm out, man. We out.